Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description. It's the direct service email line from you to me and my crew for purchase questions concerning this or any watch you see here on Watchbox Reviews. And today we are discussing one of the last of the Vacheron Constantin Overseas Chronograph Generation 2 models, a 350-piece limited edition from the year 2015. This 42mm stainless steel watch features an unconventional dial color scheme that emphasizes the best styling elements of the iconic second-generation chronograph. Now the watch, of course, 42mm in stainless steel, was made in this form from 2004 to 2015, and it became the watch that effectively established the Overseas as a serious high-horology sports watch option. 42mm, but remarkably slender considering what's in the case, 12.5mm thick, and if you measure it from lug to lug, a still very reasonable 50.8mm. Now you can see Vacheron did things the right way, taking a page from AP's playbook, using screw-fixed bars to retain the strap, and you can see that the strap is designed to integrate into the flow and form of the lugs, both in profile and from overhead, so you have a wonderfully integrated look that's similar to what you would get if the watch were on a bracelet, so you don't lose any of that coherence. The strap in alligator leather is large rectangular scale, semi-gloss, and you can see folded edge with a monotone stitch. On the underside it is black calfskin, and this is going to be a Vacheron factory strap in outstanding condition, so you will have the pleasure of gouging and crimping it first. Now you can see there is a deployant clasp here. It is actually a double deployant, twin swing arm, a system I happen to like for smaller wrists as it's less likely to pinch than a single swing arm. You can see the Maltese cross motif inside, as well as the fact that it is both polished and media blasted. So both polish and media blasted finish internally, and you can see twin trigger release, so you can't accidentally pop this one open by accident. Another Maltese cross on the buckle. It's a recurring theme right here. Security thanks to the twin trigger clasp as well as the screw-fixed strap, and when we get to the lugs you can see there's a little bit of a contrast with a polished bevel that runs along the case band and continues over the lug hoods, a hand-finished case with that polished bevel separating the polished flanks from the satin-finished tops. You'll note that the bezel, unlike the Generation 3 chronograph, sits directly against the top of the case, so it's a slimmer profile, and there is a Maltese cross motif to the bezel, but note that the flares of the Maltese cross feature polished outer faces, while the recesses in between feature vertical satin finish. The detailing is superb. On the dial you have a silver satin opaline, as it would be called in the industry, for the primary dial, with a flange outboard featuring both black and red print, black for the hashes and indices, and red for the Arabic numerals every 5 seconds or 5 minutes. Easy to read the chronograph as a result. That chapter ring or flange, I suppose we should call it a rehot to use the proper terminology. The rehot slopes down to unite the bezel with the dial, and then we have cutout sub-registers with the red varnished hands indicating chronograph seconds, minutes, and hours. Constant seconds down at 6 o'clock, applique white gold indices, white gold hands at center. You'll note that there are polished chapter rings for each of the sub-registers for a luxury finish, and then if you note, there is calculated asymmetry to this dial, with the minutes register being extended beyond the dimensions of hours or constant seconds. Because the minutes register is fairly critical to a chronograph, it's been made larger and easier to read. There are cutouts for the double-digit date. Note the apertures are stepped, so it's not a simple clean cut through the dial, it's a progressive and elegant step down. The double-digit date, introduced on the Gen 1 chronograph in 1999, continued on the 2004 to 2015 Gen 2, retired for the Gen 3, and a lot of folks missed that. There is a quick set for the double date. Crown, as well as chronograph pushers, are screwed down. You can see that there is a slash cut pattern to the knurling to remind you of the Maltese cross, as well as yet another Maltese cross on the crown itself. All of this 150 meters water resistant. There is a protective film over the case back, so if it doesn't look quite as distinct or detailed as you would expect, it's because there is a protective sticker on there. The Italian naval training vessel Amerigo Vespucci provided its likeness for the Overseas caseback image. You can see there's a frosted base to the center caseback, as well as polished and relieved waves and the vessel. There is a satin that radiates out from an imaginary center point at the center of the caseback, and then there is a circular satin around the outer edge of the caseback. Underneath, a soft iron inner cage like you'll find on a Rolex Milgauss to provide 25,000 ampere per meter anti-magnetism. An ISO 864 anti-magnetic watch, I believe it's 864. or maybe it's 764, but an anti-magnetic watch per ISO 764 is 4,800 ampere per meter, so this is 25,000 ampere per meter, solidly more than the ISO standard. 150 meters water resistant underneath, Vacheron caliber 1137. It's a Frederic Piguet 1185 automatic, 40-hour power reserve, 21 6-beat rate, unidirectional automatic winding. The modification by Vacheron is to add the double-digit date complication. It features a quick set, though it doesn't feature hacking seconds. It's a modern integrated ultra-thin high horology chronograph adjusted in 5 positions like a chronometer, pivoting on 37 joules. It features both a vertical clutch and a column wheel architecture, and it is extensively hand-finished, so a proper high horology movement for a high horology watch. You can see and own this 350-piece limited edition Vacheron Constantin Overseas Chronograph on the Watchbox.